Hi Gemini, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I hope you're doing amazing, but as you proceed, keep in mind that this is general and is meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, around the next 2 days or so, beginning around when you were guided or drawn to this video, not just following when I post it. But I decided, interestingly enough, to pull from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck to begin, and then we'll see where the reading takes us. But to begin, for my lovely Geminis, flopping out, blessed, absolutely beautiful. The next 48 hours is going to highlight the fact that you are blessed, some of which I'm getting that you will feel at a certain point, if not multiple. It could be the whole 2-day period for some select Geminis drawn to the reading. A bit of a stressed but blessed kind of vibe, to remember that even when life is a bit rocky or a bit difficult, or there's certain concerns, worries, stresses, once again, you're truly blessed. I feel like for some, this is going to be highlighted in regards to one, if not multiple, conversations of importance with people who love you, care for you, potentially a helping hand coming towards you. Blessed in fortune is what I'm hearing. There's a feeling that your money's going to pan out. It's going to work out even better than you expect or even think about in the next 48. Unexpected income, feels like improvement in your finances, even just a little bit. Everything, a little bit goes a long way. But everything counts, right? Every penny counts, if you will, to go with the US currency. Anyways, but I do feel like all the meanwhile, there's other levels of blessing, of you being blessed that you're being informed of and or reminded of in the next 48. It feels like a light and airy next 48, or at least it's meant to be like that. So when you feel yourself up in your head, or certain outside factors, or even all that you have on your plate, who comes to you with their problems for some, to be a shoulder to cry on or for your advice, try not to allow that to or continue to weigh down the vibe, the energy of your next 2 days, okay? Because I feel like it's up to you to make sure that you are maintaining this light and airy feeling. You might find that a spirit comes to visit you, if not multiple, to lighten the vibe. Now, I feel like for a lot, like this happens to me occasionally. I'll be walking outside and I'll just feel truly heavy in energy for one, if not multiple reasons. And then I know a spirit has joined me to help me in this sense, as I feel like I'm literally beginning to increasingly walk on a cloud, okay? Feeling very angelic, to say the very least. So that might happen to you in the next 48. Don't be surprised. Angel numbers will be a big thing in the next 48, as well as clean it up coming out. And not for you. I feel like it's going to be a 2-day period where you're going to be reminded of when a type of energy is not meant for you. Say they come to you with their concerns once again, or it could be a certain conversation, if not multiple, flashbacks to the past. It could be you being pushed to, or just naturally reflecting upon certain connections in your life. But I also feel like this is coming into play when you have an opportunity to spend money. Is this for me? Is this going to be right for me? Is this worthy of my hard-earned money? But I do feel like all the meanwhile, this could be tying into your career, thinking about past jobs, business endeavors, thinking about where you're meant to head moving forward and how big you're meant to be. Interesting. But again, I'm hearing fortune. So we're definitely pulling from the fortune cookies deck to wrap this up, if I remember. But I do feel like this is speaking upon you gaining little bits and pieces of wisdom, knowledge from spirit in the next 48, and even your intuition, and this helping you move forward with more confidence, and even to just simply figure things out for some drawn to the reading. There's a feeling that your intelligence will take a focus paired with your good looks. So how can you not go the distance, right? As long as you trust your intuition along the way and put it to use, and guide yourself and trust selectively the spiritual guidance coming in. You're golden. All right, you're golden. I'm also getting the next 48 will be a time where you may just end up seeing faces. All right, now I do see faces like this, okay, honestly, because that's how spiritually connected I am. But it could be more in regards to other faces, say on TV, online, in person, observations of that nature. Seeing people of importance. I feel like you're going to be very visually focused upon as well. Interesting. People are going to be noticing your facial features and potentially your physical appearance as well. But you might be thinking about somebody who you're not finished with yet, even if you're not both of you ghosted the other person, or there's just a lack of communication. All right. You might feel as if there's something habit-wise or talent-wise, skill-wise that you need to pick back up. It reminds me of how I actually am a good artist. I have not created art in who knows how long. And I feel like some of which, and I'm getting music specifically for one if not multiple Geminis drawn to the reading, it needs to be brought back into your day-to-day life or just occasionally, because this is a great creative release for you, and it ups your confidence and helps you come up with creative solutions even at times, right? And deal with certain ups and downs of your individual path. And so I feel like meanwhile, either way, I feel like music is going to come into play in the next 48 with all these music symbols. Okay, a bird to fly by you is what I'm hearing. But I do feel like, yeah, there's going to be potentially communication from spirit through music. So say you feel randomly guided to shuffle your music or just to, pick a song. The spirit's saying whatever ends up coming to be, even if it's, say, a few songs in or whatever the case may be, there's a message, all right? It could even just be that you needed that specific vibe of that song or that album or multiple songs to cheer you up, to raise your vibration, or just to kind of give you that blessed feeling. Beautiful. Could even be a very angelic song. But let's continue and pull from the light seers. I was going to pull from the Wild Unknown Spirit deck, but it just doesn't feel right for you right now. Again, trusting what feels right and what simply doesn't, and guide yourself from there, flow from there. What else do we have for Gemini? Yeah, the Five of Swords. They want me to hold these up together. Stressed but blessed once again for some. But I do feel like this could be your spirituality for some. I do sense that there's some of which where your dreams are taking a highlight. I know mine can be very stressful. Might be the same for you. You might not be a vivid dreamer, or at least not fully, and then you remember your dream or dreams in the next 48 so vividly. And this can be very eye-opening and a little bit startling and confusing all the meanwhile. I wake up at times and I have to ask myself, or just take a hot second to remember that wasn't my waking reality, okay? Because it just feels that real. But you're blessed once again is what they're saying. The High Priestess, right? Interesting that I was just talking about spirituality and dreams, and there's going to be a moment in the next 48 where you close your eyes, whether it feels like a push from spirit, you just end up doing that. You might just see a vision. You might be that type of psychic, all the meanwhile, not connected to spirit. But I do feel like as well a moment when you look down, these are going to be key moments, and that's going to differ from case to case as to why. But you might just need this peaceful moment to go within. I'm getting meditation for some drawn to the reading with this sort of peaceful closed eye imagery. But I feel like your sacral chakra is coming into play. Things coming down from you, I'm hearing from the heavens, things just feeling very much guided towards you. A lot of, again, messages, synchronicities, potential clarity coming in the next 48. The Ace of Swords, yeah, because it feels like it could be a time where these could be tied in together. It could be your mind racing, and do recognize and remember when that's spirit talking through you and not your own individual thoughts, okay? Because even for me at times, it can feel a little bit confusing, or just they kind of blend. You forget that it's not you thinking, but even if it's just your thoughts, your mind, for whatever reason, kind of bouncing around, swirling around, just try to simplify it. You know yourself best. But I do feel like this is talking about clarity once again. This is talking about you needing to channel your mind, your intentions, your thoughts, your emotions even at times to a level of productivity, to what feels productive once again, okay? Again, I feel like that could be utilized put to use when it comes to one of not multiple talents, hobbies, right? It reminds me of how I can clear my mind and even get it out onto paper, or whatever the case may be, whatever form it is when I'm creating art. You apply it to your situation as you should, but I feel like there's thoughts of your transformation, how you're changing within, and how this is being reflected in your choice of music content to watch, when it comes to the clothing you're choosing, or even stuff you're browsing and feeling drawn to online, window shopping, if you will. When it comes to who and what you actually feel like associating yourself with, even if at times that isn't maybe the healthiest choice. I do feel like some of you might be getting sick and tired of a negative, unhealthy habit, and I totally get that. And so therefore you might just see your life improve in a healthy manner moving forward. Either way, I feel like you're changing within, and that's quite obvious to you in the next 48 in certain ways. And it might just be obvious to others. I feel like your growth, your maturity taking a highlight, and your glow all the meanwhile. But there's a need to protect your energy all the meanwhile in the next 48, because it feels like, even though there's a lot of importance flowing towards you message-wise and clarity, and I'm hearing the word help, it just feels like you need to protect your energy, okay? Because it can feel like a lot all the meanwhile. But let's finish this up and pull from the Fortune Cookies deck for Gemini. Your eye contact will take a highlight. Okay, tough and trying times. Think long term and make decisions accordingly. Avoid negative people at all costs. That's going to be truly important for you. What else do we have? Friendship is taking a highlight. Yeah, a friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. So there's going to be somebody you're going to feel drawn to reach out to. They may reach out to you. And this might be somebody you haven't spoken to in a hot second. Doesn't have to be. But future, you may travel or host an overseas traveler soon. Either way, great social fun awaits. I feel like they're saying with this that travel may come to mind or take a focus in the next 48, but either way, your future is taking a highlight in regards to you trusting your intuition, in regards to who and what is actually going to be right for you, period, healthy for you. It absolutely makes the world of a difference. And reinvent yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease on life. Absolutely beautiful. So I hope this was truly helpful. I'm sending you all of the love and light. Go enjoy your next 48, and I'll definitely see you next time.